Alexander Volkanovski versus Islam Makhachev. Now let's start out why this fight is even happening. It's because Charles Oliveira had an injury while in camp. Now I truly believe that Alexander Volkanovski only accepted this fight for the money and not for the win. And I'll tell you why. Because this man lost 26 pounds in a week and a half. Let's be honest here. Any fighter that does this is not looking for the win. They're just looking for a paycheck.
Everyone's always asking, like, why do you make decisions like this? I've always said, obviously for my family, and that means I can live comfortably and look after these little ones, my little princesses, for the rest of my life. Give them a good life. So that's what it's all about to me. So easy decision for me, mate. Easy decision for me.
Because they know they're not going to win. He's going to come in this fight very dehydrated. The only leverage that Alexander Volkanovski has on Islam Makhachev is that he's been more active. He's had 2 fights. Although this is true, Islam has been in camp for Charles Oliveira, obviously.
Shape is good, I'm ready. When you're ready, it doesn't matter who is going to be in front of you. If you're champion, you have to fight anyone who put in front of you. You have to be ready. That's why you are champion.
But he hasn't been that active this year. He's only had 1 fight against Alexander Volkanovski.
It sucks, and it's pretty obvious that Alexander Volkanovski will not be at 100% on this fight. But to be honest, how can he be? He's on a short day notice, and he also has no training camp. And yes, he's prepared and trained for Islam before, but it's a different thing when you're talking about being in fighting shape on a 10-day notice. Now, if Alexander Volkanovski does end up beating Islam Makhachev on a 10-day notice and in Abu Dhabi, which means that everybody will be against him, then he is automatically considered the GOAT. Because I can't name no other welterweight or lightweight that could beat Islam on a 10-day notice. Now, although this could happen, it is very likely that it's not going to happen, only because all the odds are stacked up against Alexander Volkanovski. Besides the disadvantages that he already has, the age and height, he is nowhere near ready to get in the octagon with somebody like Islam, who is defending their title. Now, in the end, what can we expect from this fight? Well, we can expect Islam to have no problem defending the belt, but if he fails to do so, or if it looks like a close fight, regardless if he wins that fight, that belt should be stripped from him regardless, only because it cannot be a close fight when all the odds are stacked up against Alexander Volkanovski.